I'm Shanti Hazarika from Assam. Yes, it is in the northeastern part of the country and is not a locality. It is a state running over 78,438 kilometers square. Sad, even after 65 years of independence, I have to give an introduction of my state. My father was working in a tea estate in Johrat along with Aman's father. They were laborers there. We were not well off but happy. Aman, I don't know what to call him. My marriage was fixed with Aman just after I was born. And Aman was a little more than 5 then. I grew up in his shadow. He was always protective and possessive. I trust Aman more than myself. I love Aman more than life. Aman would take me to the corporation school and drop me back home. My parents, relatives, friends all believed I belonged to him. I was only 15 when I surrendered to him. I couldn't say no to him. I was scared, but I knew Aman would never leave me. He loved me and gave me such different sensations and dreams. I was 16 when our village was surrounded by army. Why? Because they said we hate terrorists. I was so scared. I was shivering, not for myself but for Aman. The army men were hitting all the young men of our village. There were massacres everywhere that night. Aman pulled me in the jungle. And eventually, I fell asleep in his arms. In the morning, Aman whispered, "You won't go home, or do you want to stay here away from everyone?" Just with me. His hands were all around my makla. I turned crimson. And he hid me in him. "Shanti, I can't stay without you. I will not wait till you are 18. I will marry you as soon as I became an army jawan." I blushed further. Father will not agree. My father, even God can't separate Aman and Shanti. He claimed me in the forest again. "Before next Bihu, you will be mine, Shanti." Hands in hands, we went back to the village, and there we saw death all around. My father was killed. They killed my father. What had he done? What perils did we hide? Aman was blank. My father was like his own. Aman didn't know what was waiting for him. He didn't knew his sister was gang raped by the army. Pithu was getting married next month. We didn't even get her body. They threw her in the river and our little world crashed that day. Aman followed all the rituals and then one day Aman left the village. He promised me he would set everything right. Father couldn't work anymore and our village was never the same. But my Aman is the best. He got a job in Guwahati. He would send money home and he would also remind me that before next Bihu I would be his. Aman would always do something which would make me happy. Everybody in our village was proud of Aman. He had also sent money to repair the village school. Aman had sent money to some other needy tea garden laborers. I was in a trance. My Aman was blessed by all the villagers. Aman returned after 4 months and he wanted us to shift from the village. None of us objected. "Shanti, I will take you to the city," he whispered. In a matter of 7 days, we moved from Guwahati. I don't know what work Aman did. He said he worked in a cyber cafe. God knows what a cyber cafe is. But it doesn't matter. My Aman could never be wrong. What I don't know was that day when Aman left the village, he met some men. They said Aman should avenge the army. Aman always adored the army, but Pithu's death and father's chitta had made him hate the army. They took Aman to Nepal and Aman was trained in guerrilla warfare. My Aman never killed an ant. How would he kill a man? But he did. They had removed the railway track near Bangajon. 2 trains were derailed and so many lives were lost. I realized I was pregnant. Aman was so happy. We were getting married that day. Aman had some work. He had gone to Pan Bazaar. I didn't know what work he had. I made a new friend, Pompey, after I came Guwahati. She said on my wedding I should look the best and gift myself to Aman. She took me to a parlor in Pan Bazaar. They were making mehndi patterns in my hand when there was a blast. My body blew up to 100 pieces. Now I know my Aman was gone to Pan Bazar to plant the bombs. He went back home before the Muhurat and got my dead body. Just now they were showing in the news that a 22-year-old man was killed in an army encounter. The description says, "It's my Aman." But Aman, how will you face me when you come up? How will you face a unborn baby? Dutha, Ma, and Mamani stay in the footpath now. There is no Aman to take care of them. People say my Aman is a terrorist, but who made my Aman a terrorist? My Aman wanted a little home, wanted a baby. But now my Aman is a terrorist. But no one answers me why he became one.